Hello everyone, today we are going to redo Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. This is the first direct sequel to the original story. But before we begin, we have a little bit of story background. Whenever it decides to show up. Whenever it decides to show up. No, nothing. There's no story background. Well, if there isn't. There it is. After Ganon was destroyed, Apple told Link a sleeping spell was cast on Princess Zelda. She'll awake only with the power of number 3 Triforce seal in the palace in Hyrule. To break the seal, crystals must be placed in statues in 6 well-guarded palaces. Link set out on his most adventuresome quest yet. I would like to say, Zelda 2 is the black sheep of the classic series, or the games that came out in the 80s and 90s. But it's the first Zelda game I ever beaten. Ever. I'm going to try to do this without a walkthrough as best as I can. If I need it, it'll be at certain patches. I will say, I played many ROM hacks of this game, and yeah. I know a little bit of such and such. I know to actually power up power and whatnot before I even get to level up life. We have 3 things to level up, and the max level is level 8. But first, welcome to Railroad, right? Yeah, Railroad. The first thing I would like to point out before we even do anything, you level up, and those level ups help you either make your magic cost less, you do more damage, or you take less damage depending on what hits you. If all else fails, use fire, even though we are not going to get that till a later part of the game. Only the hammer can destroy a roadblock. Yeah, there's 2 things we have to get in the palaces. But first, talk with my father before you leave. Before you leave town. He gives us the jump spell. And just like I did it way back in whatever year I did this, we'll make this in parts. In Parapa Desert, use this magic to survive. Shield. I'm thinking of the next town. Shield makes it so you do take half damage. Right now, taking less damage is ideal. Every square counts as 16, so right now we have 64 health and 64 magic. So, yeah. The palace in question that we need to go to is to our east. But before we even think about our palace, let's get some experience. So now these feedbacks that you see drop from enemies as well, and they can be used to increase your experience. Maximizing your experience is ideal to actually making it further in this game. I wouldn't advise going in here without the candle. Because you can't see certain enemies. Now, if you can look, if you got keen eyes, you'll see that there's these little nubs on the floor of the cave. That's how you know when to jump and when not to jump. Now, these bat enemies, they'll respawn every time you fail. I'm waiting for him to fly back. Another feedback. Now we level life. Now we wait. got the trophy. This will be crucial to be able to actually get a new spell. I like how that bat didn't hit us at all whenever we were coming from the left or whatever. We need this because to the town to our west. Anytime you get an encounter on the main road, right here, you won't have to worry about facing anything. Anyway, we need to come to this town, Ruto? Yeah, Ruto. And here is where we get the next spell. This is the famous I am evil or error. It'll play a crucial role whenever we get to the next dungeon. Use keys in palaces. They are found in. Where's the person that's supposed to give me the spell? Where's their house? Is it you? You saved the trophy. Come here, yeah. I was like, it's one of these houses. Now, this one gives you the jump spell. With this, you can jump very high. It costs the whole entire bar, basically, even though it costs one less than a bar. Let's just run out of here. Alright. I think there's a magic container to our south, but not being able to see in caves is gonna be detrimental right now. See, every cave will be dark due to the fact that we don't have the candle yet. And as you can see, there's a cave right down here. Sometimes you can see those little on those feet, sometimes you can't. Oh. There. But the life to get level 3 and then get level 2 attack. And as you saw, the magic container is here. Now, there's two different islands of Hyrule in this game. It's the first one. There's 2 sets of magic containers and 2 sets of heart containers in both respective islands. I think that's what they're called. So, we got the first magic container, and the other one is somewhere else. But now we must advance the plot. We're gonna take on the first palace. If they allow me to get there first. Alright. Must be right here again. Yep. Build up our magic. Okay, it's just one. Now the palace is up there. But there's a heart container down here. Just gotta make these little jumps and whatnot. And yes, those little bubbles that are coming from the water can hurt you. So be careful as you advance the screen. Heart container is in this screen right here. Go to the right. He can still damage you despite the fact that you're literally in a cutscene. And now it's time for us to go to the palace. Alright. I forgot the name of the palace, but I think it's called Parapa Palace. I don't remember. Could be wrong there. But whatever his name is, let's go. And pretty much, since I don't have a guide to know which way is the best way to go about this, guess what we're gonna be doing? Exploring the whole thing, basically. Those little rat-based enemies that you see that's jumping towards us, they can steal experience from you. They have a little blood on the tip of their dagger if you can't notice it. I wish I could show you, but can't pause and screen shows you now, but there's a little pixel of blood. Alright, I guess we have to go left to get the key. There's the Stalfos right there. There's a red version and a orange version and a blue one. And as you just saw, we lost some of our experience. Now, depending on the enemy determines how much they give you from the P bag. So, the better the enemy in terms of experience, the more you get. Or should I say, the harder the enemy. You don't ever get to hear that whole entire sound effect because every time you open the door, it's already stopped. Funnily enough, these things right here takes a lot of hits, but they give 50 experience. It's not worth it if you're in a room like this. And it's noticeable when you start doing more damage to them. I think the right path is going downward, but we're not going down. We're gonna level our attack. Well, you won't see this. Yeah. It would have took forever for y'all to see until that happens. And now we're level 2. Don't need that fairy. That fairy will refill your health completely. Come on, grab the key. I wish you can just walk over it. You had to attack it just for it to go into your inventory. Oh, is this the boss? No, it's not the boss area yet. We need that because the only thing we can get is shield and jump, and we don't need either of those right now. Now to deal with these, just jump and attack. Best bet to get rid of them. Isn't that 200? Yes, it is. Well, that's ideal. Like I said, the difficult the enemy, the more they give you. But unfortunately, enemies don't give you P bags that upward to 400. You say 500, they don't. They don't. Trust me, they don't. As you can see, sound effect is short. Come on. Thank you. We got one more life left, okay. Well, we're about to get level 3 attack. As long as they didn't give me a potion. Not level 3 yet. Almost there. Is this the boss? Yes. We're already defeated everything up to this point, so... Now, there's a treasure in every palace, so... We have to get the treasure before this whole entire palace is actually gone. Remember that path where we could have went down instead of continuing this way? That's where the treasure is. Got hit twice, so yeah, that would have been an ideal shield. A 100 experience would be great. It gives us 50. We need that key just to be able to get out of this tower. So... let's go the way where we have to go. Alright, be right back. Alright, let's get this level 3 attack. Yeah, this is just the first palace and we're already level 5. I'm gonna say level 3. Magic is not that important right now, that's why I'm leveling this. Alright, let's deal with these wonderful enemies. Another fun fact about this is if you level your magic, it refills up completely. So, once we level magic, yeah. And as you can see, these don't take as long. Now we can level up magic. It can get leveled up again. I think bubbles respawn indefinitely, so after we leave the screen, I think that thing can respawn. I'm just getting in a position that I can deal with. We just mess up because it takes forever. That's fine. Now we can one-shot these guys, finally. Oh no. Well, technically I could just do that, but yeah. That's cheeky. I hate when that happens. They spawn right next to the room that you're about to go through. Okay. Unfortunately, once we beat this, there's the candle. Once we beat this and put the crystal in place, we can never come back here. They destroy the whole entire palace. So we better make sure we're at a point where we don't need to come back here. Well, we technically don't, but still, you get what I'm saying. What I'm gonna do is level a little bit, so I'll be right back. Alright, we got 3, 3, and 4. Thank you. Oh, I got a feedback. I would have left this palace and level you up again. Anyway, since the boss is defeated, all we have to do now is just plant the crystal, and we get experience. We get a full amount of experience over what we need. Obviously, I'm not leveling magic. I'm gonna level attack and then level life. Anyway, we're done with this palace, and as you can see, we can never go back there. However, this tells us where we have to go. Where we have to go is to the west. And obviously, that is for next time. But let us park into a town. Town in question will be the one that we are gonna enter before we get to the next area. So with that being said, thank you for watching this episode. Next time we'll be heading to the second palace. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye, and most of all, take care and be safe.